Hi, everyone. Welcome to the GoldFish Report. I'm your host, Louisa. It's 3:33 p.m. right now. I'm just going live. No, I'm not live, actually. It's Saturday, March 14th, 2020. It's GoldFish Report number 459. This is going to be a very quick one. I just wanted to give you an update. The president has announced that he has taken the coronavirus test because he has been in contact with people who have tested positive. When he met with the president of Brazil, his press secretary has also tested positive. So the president has done this, and there's new protocols and measures being implemented right now at the White House. According to the press poolers, I'm going to just to read that a little bit, what's going on in terms of the temperature checks. Okay, so right now, around 11:30 this morning, a man in the suit with no contact thermometer came through the White House press briefing room and workspaces and taking temperatures of reporters in the building. They were told that the man was part of the White House physician office and his name was not immediately available. Judd Deere was the person who was reporting this, explaining this to the reporters. He said, out of an abundance of caution, temperature checks are now being performed on any individual who are in close contact with the president and vice president. So this is according to the Pooler's report. Let's see, we also have per several video and photo journalists who were present at the time, a member of the media who had his temperature taken who was about to enter the White House press briefing room was turned away. He had a temperature of above 99.0. They are unsure of the exact number. So this is what's happening right now. And of course, the president just announced that he was tested as well. I do have a quick clip of that, which I will screen share for our viewers, and then that's it for right now. I have a feeling I'm going to come on and do very quick, short little updates on things as information becomes available, just to make sure everybody does receive the information, because I do think it's important. But I would definitely start preparing folks for travel bans and things like that, even within the US. I think we're going to have a complete shutdown at some point. I mean, almost complete. And this is the only way to stop it. And I'm going to be doing a report tomorrow with Dr. Scott Werner on the coronavirus. So we will be talking about this in the morning. And I will also be doing a report with the dragons, as I usually do, the red and white dragons, just to get their opinion, because it definitely, you know, on one hand, you think that the media is taking things out of context in the United States, but on the other hand, it is not being, you know, accurately reported what's happening in China, and it just looks like it is far, far worse than what is being allowed to be reported. So that's a big deal, because if it's that bad, we need to be taking these kinds of measures. I think the president's absolutely doing that. As a reporter myself, I do have contacts you know, with people who travel to China and Hong Kong, and I can tell you that it seems like, in their opinion, this is only through a source of mine, that the source, the death toll may be more like 1 million people in China. This is unconfirmed. But you know how China is. We can't get information out. I will be screen sharing video of this I'm not trying to prove anything. I'm just trying to report what I'm hearing and, of course, what I'm seeing on social media from people within China who basically see the writing on the wall and they want to get that information out. But let me just screen share this for you real quick, and you can listen to the president yourself.
Do you want to see other retail outlets, restaurants, stuff like that do the same thing?
I think it's fine if they do it. I think frankly, it's good if they do it. I think what Apple did is fine. And want to keep people away for a little while, just keep them away. Well, and you know, when it gets better, well, people are going and buying things, and I understand that. By the way, I had my temperature taken coming into the room.
So did we.
You did? Good.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Let's compare. Do you want to compare?
We did all of it, yeah.
Good. Well, that means we're all looking good. I also took the test last night. Yeah. And I decided I should, based on the press conference yesterday. People were asking, did I take the test?
The result, Mr. President?
I don't know, whatever it takes, a day or 2 days, whatever it is. They send it to a lab.
Why did you
But
decide to take it?
You've been sending mixed
only because
messages.
the press is going crazy.
Mr. President, respectfully, you've been sending mixed messages. We watched as you shook hands with people yesterday. You have talked about 5 million tests being available, probably won't need that many. Has your own sense of urgency evolved, and are you changing what you're doing?
No, I've been urgent. This is urgent for me right from the beginning. You know that because I closed up our country to China.
But why are you shaking hands, sir?
Because it almost becomes a habit, and you get out of that habit. And frankly, I was a non-handshaker for the most part. I never believed that shaking hands once you become a politician. And I notice it too. Political people walk up to me, they want to shake my hand. I said, well, you know, just wait a minute. Just take it nice and easy, okay? Just relax. People come up to me. They shake hands, they put their hand out. It's sort of a natural reflex, and we're all getting out of it. All of us have that problem. Somebody comes up to you, they put their hand out, you probably tend to just shake it. And we're all getting out of that. Shaking hands is not a great thing to be doing right now, I agree. But people put their hand out. Sometimes I'll put the hand out, you don't think about it. People are thinking about it more and more. We have to think about it, it's important. Somebody said yesterday, I touched the microphone. I was touching it because we have different height people, and I'm trying to make it easy for them because they're going to have to touch because they wouldn't be able to reach the mic. They wouldn't be able to speak in the mic. So I'll move the mic down. And they said, oh, he touched the microphone. Well, if I don't touch it, they're going to have to touch it. Somebody's going to have to. So I might as well be the one to do it. But no, we all have to get away from, getting away from shaking hands is a good thing. And possibly that's something that comes out of this. Maybe people shouldn't be shaking hands for the long term because it does transmit flu and other things. You know, we have flu in our country that kills on average 36,000 people a year. 36,000 people. And, you know, that's something that we're not talking about. But as of this moment, we've lost 50, possibly a little bit less than 50, but probably 50 people. And we're going to try and keep that number as low as possible.
Can you tell us how you did the test?
Okay, so that's what the president reported. That's what's going on. He has taken the test. He has come in contact with the other individuals who have tested positive. So that's why he's taken the test. And we should be a little bit more, aware and conscious about shaking hands with people right now. Bowing is always nice, like a little, like not bowing in submission, but like how the Japanese do it. It's like a greeting. So they might have the right idea. All right, folks, that's it. And when other news updates come in, I will definitely be here to report it. I will be back tomorrow to do a report with Dr. Scott Werner, MD, to talk about the coronavirus and what we can do to prepare ourselves, and also what we can do in terms of when we're in self-quarantine and things like that, how we can, things we can do to boost our immune system and help us out with that. So everybody have a great Saturday. And as if there, whenever there's breaking news of this kind of significance, because, I do report on the president, this is something I would report on, obviously. And that's it. So have a great Saturday. This concludes this edition of the GoldFish Report.